A sun-splashed Sunday afternoon here in the Twin Cities. Timberwolves and Grizzlies set to meet for the first of 4 meetings this season here in downtown Minneapolis. Your Northland Ford starting lineups: the Grizzlies with Saul. Timberwolves will counter with Teague, Wiggins, Covington, Taj Gibson, and
Marc Gasol didn't play in the game, so Gasol's been a huge, precursor in terms of deciding Minnesota's wins and losses. He's been so consistent.
3 meetings between these two teams last season. Jeff Teague, season opening, and Jeff Teague able to get the he needs to. Jaren Jackson was fantastic in their game play this afternoon. Nearly 2 per game. Towns,
nice.
Gasol able to get
the in pick and roll concept defensively, but individually he's so big and strong.
Nice cut by Kyle Anderson, who, it's not just Jaren Jackson's father that has pro basketball ties. Covington out of the corner for the third. Thought on Jackson, Jim, his dad 12 years in the NBA, but how about his mom is the director of operations for the WNBA?
She's a lawyer for the coaches. Get it. So was one of the really appreciate is Taj Gibson.
Great job walling up without
hedge.
fouling. Teague's got options and finally hands it to Taj Gibson.
Have that next level awareness of the game. I love players that would parrot play calls back to the bench.
Thank you, Marty. Thought it was interesting, Jim, after the win here against Portland on Friday night, Andrew Wiggins made a comment about feeling like the scheme
in the world is going on here.
Well, they did win here the other night with 23 turnovers, but that's not a trend that you want to try and test. Just turned Sacramento over 21 times in their win against the Kings on Friday. Covington 3, and Robert Covington that following the game the other night.
What, he noticed my comments about that?
He did. Andrew Wiggins the drive and the finish.
Shoot him that often. He's more concerned with setting other people up.
Like that? Towns knocked away, though. Wanted a foul for the game in talking about the pace and the defense and what they're going to do and what their team identity is going to be. He said he had a meeting with his staff this summer as Towns grit
the grindhouse, baby,
and slow teams down.
Playing in Memphis has never been easy. Pick and roll game with Jaren Jackson, gifted coach and communicator of the game.
And we're all very happy to see him having an opportunity in Memphis and having success with it. Andrew,
I'm sure 34 minutes is what he should be playing. It's a lot of minutes for a player that's had injuries like he's had, but Derek has been fantastic and
couldn't control the offensive board. Extra pass from Covington to Saric, and Caspi and the awkward looking release, unable to get it to go. That
reclamation project in Memphis, they really kind of reclaimed his career, or he's reclaimed it for himself as Gorgui Dieng knocks her hands, talking about ball pressure. One of the most important things in the defensive end, and it really doesn't take any skill to do.
In the dribble alive and get a shot.
Snaking into the paint, knocking down the shot. This is what Rose has done so well. He still has.
Get it off the glass.
Sometimes he's not always in control, as he goes back to some of that old form, but has been very, very out of control in this game. His 3rd turnover of the game for Jeff Teague is Michael Green. It's one of the main tenets of a great defensive team. I've never seen a great defensive team that doesn't do that.
Rose gets
defensive team not doing.
Conley and Mike for having that string broken last season. Towns over the shoulder, Saric.
It started with Saric. You could realize that guy pushed off on your back. He couldn't get any lift.
Rose finds Covington, cutting to the hoop. Rose adding to the bench. Shelvin Mack out of the corner. He placed and are living now in tent cities because they've got nowhere to stay. Conley the feed for Mack.
Actually stick a Kogi on Mike Conley and be disruptive, because he's just so disruptive. He's able to get through screens. He's able to stay in front. He's a great team defender. This is where Marc Gasol is flourished so well, that left box post up. And he just is there as well, but left box is where he flourishes.
Timberwolves, meantime, have missed 10 of 12, not anymore. And they missed 6 in a row. They finally end it with that one. Crowd thought there should have been a turnover. Mike Gasol all alone, and he misses, but right there for the offensive putback is Green. Still sticking with it. Green, another chance at it. Gasol for Green. This first half, Conley drives, no. Timberwolves come up with the rebound, and that will close it out. Well,